This episode of People's Court followed Dale Smith and Michelle Parker in their fight over an engagement ring. This episode aired in 2011, and mere hours after it aired, Michelle Parker had gone missing.
First time since a Central Florida mother disappeared, her mother is losing hope that her daughter will be found alive.
And Michelle, if you are in heaven, maybe I love you, and I know you don't want me to be sad, but I just can't help it.
She was last seen dropping her children off at Dale's house, and sadly, she has not been seen since. Her car was found the next day in an abandoned parking lot, and her cell phone was found at the bottom of a lake, only a few miles from Dale Smith's house. Michelle is still missing. Even though Dale Smith continues to be the only suspect, no arrests have been made. So keep in mind when you watch this case that her family is still searching for her. But let's get into this case.
I actually met Michelle probably 2006, and we were dating on and off about 4 years, and we had our breakups here and there, and we had good times, we had bad times. And June of 2010, we had decided to finally get back together again, and I went out and purchased an engagement ring and asked her to marry me at the beach on the pier down in Cocoa, Florida. And she said yes, and she moved back in with me, and we have twins together, a boy and a girl.
You have twins together, who are how old?
They turned 3 on the 23rd of May.
Oh, goodness. Okay.
Yes. And so she moved back in, and everything, was going okay, I thought. And there's a convention I go to up in Atlanta, Georgia every year called Dragon Con, big sci-fi convention.
A sci-fi convention?
Yeah.
Okay.
I dress up in stormtrooper costumes.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. So do you?
No, ma'am.
You don't dress up?
No.
Okay.
Now, I'm part of a group called the 501st. I mean, we do a lot of charity work as well with Make-A-Wish. And we go to conventions, we hang out, we have a good time.
Okay,
And,
but it's a sci-fi thing?
Yeah, the one in Atlanta is called Dragon Con.
Okay.
It covers like all the genres of science fiction.
Okay. And what did you dress up as for that one?
I
Do you have any pictures?
No.
I'm sorry, I'm fascinated. I'm sorry, you're a grown man dressing up.
I do on my Facebook. I dress up as Captain America.
Captain America.
A Spartan from the movie 300.
Okay, and that's just fine with you, right?
Used to be.
It used to be. Okay, so go ahead.
And there's probably, I don't know, about 40,000 people that go to this convention. And
Good Lord.
It's not in a convention
What do y'all do
center.
at the convention?
Party.
Okay.
And we were at a get together at the Hard Rock. We were over there drinking, everybody was hanging out, having a good time, and then we got into an argument.
The two of you did?
Yes. And
what was the argument about?
I asked her if she was having a good time, and she said, yeah, this is what she's always wanted, and then...
What was what she's always wanted?
To be there.
To be at a sci-fi convention at 3 in the morning, wasted?
Yeah, well, I mean, we're having a good time.
A girl can dream, can't she?
Oh, yes. Sky's the limit.
Yeah, really, sky's the limit for you. Go ahead.
Well, then, and she said, she says, this is all I wanted. She goes, I just wanted to be around you and experience what you do and have a good time.
She said that?
Yes, that's what
Okay.
she said. And then I had made a comment, well, then you shouldn't have been sleeping around with Paul last year. And that's what started the argument. She started yelling and screaming at me, and then she threw a drink in my face.
Is this how your relationship has always been?
No.
No, besides
I
her
don't
kid.
know. He's not too convincing.
For the 5 years that we were together, I could probably rattle off 7 girls found in the house, emails, pictures, text messages, Craigslist ads.
Two while we were broke up.
He's cheated on me constantly, and I've always tried to keep it together for the kids and would forgive and forgive, and this was the final straw. And when you're ready to hear, obviously, my side and let him finish, I'll tell you what happened.
Yeah, but what happened is this how it's always been between you two? That,
No, no, he's pretty hot-tempered.
that's not normal behavior. To throw a drink in someone's face, to have that kind of fight.
No, but he gets pretty malicious and vindictive, and he's a mean person, especially when he's been drinking. Any of the problems that we've ever had, it's always been alcohol-related. And they're not
Are you drinking
just,
by his side while this is going on?
I'm sorry?
Are you drinking as well?
Yeah, I'm drinking with him as well. But
because a lot of women, when they think
turns
that their
into-
man gets mean when they drink, don't drink next to him, and they don't drink. They encourage him not to drink or something.
No, he gets...
And vice versa. So go on.
So I ended up smashing my camera on the ground because I was a little angry and I didn't want to.
Boy, you sure showed that camera.
I did,
Okay.
yeah. Well, I didn't want to do anything to anyone or her,
So you took it out on the camera.
I took it out on my camera.
Okay.
It's so eerie watching this, knowing what happened shortly after. It's so clear that the plaintiff has anger issues. I mean, smashing a camera on the ground out of anger because you didn't want to physically harm your fiance in front of people is 100% a red flag. Just because they haven't done anything to harm you yet, if they're showing behavior like this, it's only a matter of time.
And then we got up to the hotel room.
Which is why he can't show me pictures of him in costume. Go ahead.
Well, they're on my Facebook.
Okay, great.
But so we got into the hotel room, the hotel lobby. I went up to the hotel room, and then she went and got an Atlanta police officer, and he got the hotel staff, and they came up to the room, and they came in the room.
Okay, why did you get a police officer? I mean, other than the obvious, because it was starting to get heated, but...
Do you want me to start from that point or from
Yeah.
the Hard Rock? From that point when we
No,
were...
go ahead, start from the Hard Rock.
Okay, so we were at the Hard Rock, like he said. We were with probably 300 or 400 people, and we were all drinking. And again, he made a derogatory comment to me regarding a past relationship that I had had with someone else. I never raised my voice. I never yelled at him. I just looked at him with that look like, I can't believe you just said that to me. And I simply walked away, went down the stairs, got 10, 15 feet away from the front door, and I felt somebody grab me and yank me around. As he grabbed and turned around, he was holding on to me, screaming at me, pointing back up to the stage, going, get on that, back up on stage, you know? And I'm like, sitting there looking at him like, really? You're really doing this in front of all these people? And he said, and he's like, if you don't like it, and if you don't get back up on that stage, you can go home. And I was like, really? At that time, of course, barbacks, bartenders, security, drug him out the front door. Security came to me to make sure that I was okay. They escorted me out the back so that I wouldn't have any conflict with him. So when I walked around front, he was standing there. He's waiting there. He's like, where do you think you're going? He goes, you're not going up to the room. All you're doing is going over the balcony. Okay, well, when I walked in, I saw 2 police officers. So I turned around, went right back to the officers. So I told the officers what was going on, what was said. They got security. They led me through the kitchen and back areas and up a security elevator, got to the room. He was there. Didn't want to let me in the room. So the officer grabbed him by his arm and said, you're going to come out here, and you're going to talk to me, and you're going to let her get her stuff. So he's rattling off.
What's he saying?
Just, I want my ring, you know, this is, whatever, who knows. So there's 2 officers there.
What ring, the engagement ring?
The engagement ring. I was trying to pack up my stuff. As I was packing up my stuff in the luggage that I brought from his house, which is his, but he let me borrow it to go to Dragon Con, he told me that I couldn't take the luggage. So where was I going to put my stuff? And then I couldn't stay in the room, obviously. So then where was I going to go? So the assistant general manager of the Hilton grabbed me plastic bags to put all my stuff in. Meanwhile, they're trying to find me a room to see where I can stay. All the hotels are booked. I'm crying. I'm like, where am I supposed to go? They called another hotel to see if there was a vacancy that they could take me to, and there wasn't. I ended up sleeping on someone's floor. I had to call
Whose floor? One of his friends?
A friend of his that was down and around the corner, and they actually told him to stay in his room. And that if he was to leave his room and come within however many feet of me, that he would be going to jail.
You know, this feels kind of pointless to say considering the outcome of her story, but thank God that there were police officers there to help her in that time and that other people in the hotel were trying to help her. It gives me a little bit more faith in humanity, knowing that if a woman is clearly in danger with her partner, that people are going to try and help in any way they can. This is a lot tougher of a watch than I was anticipating, to be honest with you.
So back to being at the hotel room, and I'm trying to pack my stuff. I'm packing some of my stuff into plastic bags, and I remember walking into the bathroom. The officer is leaning up against the door, holding the door open. He's standing like right in the middle, and then there's another officer to his right. Well,
he's standing
my right.
Inside or outside?
He's just outside the door, maybe about a foot. And then he said that he wanted his ring. So I took it off, and I threw it at him.
Okay, now the door is open.
Yes, ma'am.
He's standing just outside the door.
Yes,
What is
ma'am.
behind him?
A balcony.
Okay, so where'd the ring go?
He says it went downstairs.
Where did you see the ring go?
I saw it land here.
But
I
what did he
aimed through it at
he
his
didn't then
chest.
go to look for it? He didn't bend over?
He didn't do anything that I recall. I just remember turning around and grabbing some of my stuff, and I remember him saying to the officer, can I go down and look for it? They went down and looked for it.
Okay, so you
They didn't
know
find
that it is not made up that the ring went overboard?
Yeah, you never know.
No, I do know. Because if he's
Possibly.
saying, can I please go down and look for it, they've all just looked down on the floor and it's not there.
Yeah.
Then what happened?
From that point, I packed the rest of my stuff in clear bags. He decided that he was going to leave. He left me and 2 of his other friends in Atlanta. Early in the morning, he drove home just after that happened. And luckily, I had enough money in my account to rent a car.
So you drove the car from Atlanta to?
To our house,
Which is
where
where?
he was, in Orlando.
All right. And then when you get there, what
after
happens?
that, got in the car. He followed me to the airport to turn it back to the rental car.
Wait, what happened? No, don't skip that. You get to the house. It's
We get
now
to the house, everything's fine. He's crying, I'm crying, he's sorry, I'm sorry. He's sitting on the floor, I'm sitting on his lap. That was really all that it was. We brushed it under the rug, and I stayed with him for a few more months after that until we got into another argument. And I
paid for
mentioned
the
that I
rental.
might move out to a friend in the heat of the moment, which I wasn't planning on doing. A couple weeks were going by. He was going out of town, got wind that I was talking about moving out, which I wasn't. And
No, you said you were.
no, I wasn't moving out.
No, but you said that you had said that you were.
Oh yeah, no, I was talking to a friend and I was like, well, maybe I should just move out. You know, this isn't going to work. We keep doing this.
It's clearly not going to work.
We're in and out,
It's clearly not going to work.
Yeah,
it's clearly not
obviously
going to work.
So
This is not, and by the way, this is not for the sake of the kids. This is because you're like drugs to each other. You're
Yeah.
addicted to each other. But this is a very, very bad idea because it is not good for children to grow up in this kind of conflict.
Absolutely not.
It is very, very bad for them. It is so much better for them if each of you move on and have a sane, matured, adult relationship with another human being
That's all
than
I
it is
want.
for you two to continue to do this. All right, go ahead.
100%.
And I'm not talking about the dress up.
Yeah.
You don't have a single picture?
We've been apart now for about, yeah.
I'm not going to friend you on Facebook. I want a picture here. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I don't. So anyway, we returned the car and I stayed with him. Oh, and then go back. We had another argument, which of course that's bound to happen. Just swept that one under the rug. Here comes another one. He was going out of town for a bachelor party, so to be in control of the situation, to make sure that I wasn't leaving, he himself went to a U-Haul, rented a U-Haul, packed most of my belongings, most of the kids' belongings into a U-Haul, and dropped me off and the 3 kids, because I have an 11-year-old prior, to a 2-bedroom house.
Whose two-bedroom house?
My mother's. Just dropped us off with the U-Haul with some of our
Full
stuff,
of stuff.
and said, here you go, and left.
The fact that he is standing in this courtroom suing her for an engagement ring, knowing very well all of the things that he has done, is mind-blowing. To be quite honest with you, now this is alleged. Obviously, he has not been convicted of anything. I believe that he probably did not like the fact that all of this mess was being brought to live television. Even though he's the one that brought her to court on live television, he's so far up in his own narcissistic delusions that he didn't think that he could possibly look bad. Because why would you bring someone to court if you think you're gonna look bad? And I think he did not like the fact that this was now gonna be available for the world to see, and he did something about it.
That was sort of helpful because you were gonna, if you were going to move out
You know
for real,
what?
then he moved you out. But
It got everything started. Yeah.
The reason I got
it's
the
done.
U-Haul was because I came home from work on 2 different occasions, and she had took the kids and left, and took a bunch of my property as well. So I wasn't going to have her move out a
That was
third
after
time.
the Craigslist ads, him
I
sending
didn't
Wow.
have.
pictures of himself to other
wow,
people.
it just doesn't end with you two.
Well,
doesn't.
So,
So
I
when the
didn't want-
ring, tell me about the ring going overboard.
Well, she threw the ring, and it bounced over the railing and down 9 floors. I looked over, and I tried to keep an eye on the ring.
Could you see it? What do you mean you tried to keep an eye on it?
I tried to see where it landed.
Okay, because you could actually see it in the dark?
No, it's inside the hotel lobby. This is all lit up.
Oh, so it's an atrium?
Atrium, yes.
It's an atrium.
It's an atrium.
So, okay. So there's
about
a
500
corridor,
people.
it's open air, there's a railing, it goes over down into an atrium, so it's covered, but it's going down 9 flights,
Yes.
10 flights.
And there's about 500 people down there in the lobby in
Good
costume.
God above. Did they know what was going on?
No, we were 9 flights up.
Yeah, but
So-
still, it's a commotion going on with police and everything. You don't think everybody in the atrium's looking up and says, it's raining a diamond ring. No?
I
Were
wish
you able to find the diamond ring?
No.
Okay. Do you tell her you got to pay me for the ring?
No.
Well, she was going to pay me back with her tax return.
So you tell her you're going to pay me for the ring.
Yes. And she says, well, I need to get my boobs redone. It's been 8 years.
I need to get my boobs redone, so I don't have the money for the ring.
And then she ends up buying some spray tanning equipment to start a spray tanning business. And she
But
said,
according to you, she said, I'll pay you back for the ring.
Yes.
And according to you, what?
No, ma'am. He said that maybe when we get our tax returns, he would pay for half, I would pay for half, and then we can get the engagement ring back. But at this point, we split up, went our separate ways, and obviously we're not getting back together. The engagement ring, unfortunately, was a loss.
What theory do you have that he doesn't see a penny for any of this? Is what? That you gave it to him?
I threw it at him. I gave it to him.
He should have caught it. He should be a better catch.
Yeah, he should be. And he shouldn't have put his hands on me, and he shouldn't have put his hands on me prior. He shouldn't have left me 3 or 4 times over the past year and a half that we've been together. Took my own truck and left me in SeaWorld. That was another one. For reasons I don't deserve. It's been a hell of a roller coaster ride, and it's poison, and we're done. He doesn't
Really?
deserve it.
This time you're really done?
Oh, yes. It's
What's
done.
going on with visitation with the kids?
He's not taking his visitation right now.
How long has it been since you see the kids?
It's been 3 weeks right now.
Why would it 3
26
weeks go
days.
by that you not see your kids?
And it's been their birthday.
And if they're 3, I mean...
She didn't invite me to their birthday. She didn't tell me where their party was at.
Okay,
She
I
gave
got
me-
subpoenaed the day
whatever
before.
problems you two juveniles have, okay? Because you act more... My 14-year-old has a more mature relationship with her boyfriend than you guys do.
I try to be mature.
Okay? I don't know
It's
you
hard.
don't. You're both like complete idiots. Please stop.
Man, this is a hard watch. I mean, Judge Millian is a judge that I enjoy watching. She's tough, but she usually is on the nose. This, however, is like nails on a chalkboard because this is very clearly an abusive situation. That man is abusive. And the fact that Judge Millian is like overlooking that and calling them both idiots is like despicable to me. Now, obviously, hindsight is 2020. I'm sure she looks back at this case and cringes at herself, but wow, this is tough.
Okay? You have to at least say to yourselves, we brought the twins into the world. We love you love your children?
Yes, I love my children.
Do you love your children?
Absolutely.
Okay. You have to at least effectively co-parent them. That's the only cooperation
agree.
you two need to have.
Yes.
I totally
Okay,
agree.
because you cannot possibly think it's in their best interest for them not to have seen him in 3 weeks.
No,
And
absolutely
you cannot
not.
possibly
He's not
think it's in
taking
their
it.
best interest to say, I wasn't invited to the party, because obviously you haven't made an effort because she's sort of mad that you haven't seen it. No, I don't want to hear it. So, no, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear anybody's justifications. You know your conscience. You know what you've allowed, what you haven't allowed. You know what you've bothered yourself to do and what you haven't bothered yourself to do. And if she doesn't let you see the kids, then you go to court about it. And if she does let you and you don't do it because it's you're having a bad time with her, then you're just a bad father. Okay? It's just as simple. Because a 3-year-old is missing their father. They're missing their father. So you don't punish them in order to punish her. That's crazy.
That's exactly what it is.
Oh, Lord. Let me explain to you engagement law, just so that you folks understand. Every state has different laws governing engagement rings. The best rule, and the rule that makes the most sense to me, is this. You guys break up, ring goes back to boy. Because ring is a gift in contemplation of marriage. Marriage didn't happen. Ring goes back to donor of the ring. And that's it. Okay. A lot of states have a different rule, which is you guys break up. Judge has to figure out whose fault it is. Person whose fault it's not gets to keep ring or get back ring. Which is crazy nuts, because I got to sit down and figure out, and then who did what, and then you threw a drink, and then you fit a camera, and then you went to Dragon Con, and then it's insanity, okay? And yet still other states look at something which I think is even more insane than that, which is who broke up with who? Because if someone beats you and you break up with them, really, you should be breaking up with them. So, but we're going to penalize you $5,000 for breaking up with them, and that's not what happened here. I'm giving you an example of how absurd that rule would be. You live in Florida, my fine state.
Yes, ma'am.
And in my fine state, it's who broke up with who. We have a little bit of a different scenario here, because the who broke up with who scenario is if she kept the ring and she still has it on her. And she says, I'm not giving it up because that was a gift and I get to keep it. Then a judge has to sit here and apply the engagement ring law of whatever state you're from, right? Because we apply, on people's court, I apply the law from whatever state you're from, okay? I don't have that. I have a different scenario. I have a scenario where both sides, you essentially don't disagree on the facts, other than that you say he should have caught it, okay? You know that ring went overboard, or he wouldn't have gone like a bat out of hell down that way and asked the cops and then run down and look for it and everything else.
Threw it at him.
So what happens? Whose fault is that? Whose fault is it that she threw? Your position is, Judge, it's completely her fault because she's a jerk and she threw it at me, and then that's why it got lost. I didn't throw it at me. She threw it. And it went overboard. In fact, she meant for it to go overboard, Judge, because she knew that it was going to go overboard when she threw it overboard. Okay? Your position is, this is incredibly heated. I got left. I got manhandled. He treats me like garbage. He was putting me out. He wouldn't let me be in the hotel. I had no money, no friends in Atlanta. So what did he expect? Yeah, it wasn't going to be civil. You know what I think? I think it's both your faults, just like you both thought it was when you forgave each other and went back for a month, where you guys had the plan that you would, according to you, you admitted, that you would both each pay for half of the scenario, okay? Mm-hmm. And so that's what I'm going to order you to pay, because you are the one who threw it. So I'm not going to make you pay for all of it. I'm going to make you pay for half of it. That's my verdict. Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $2,500.
Well, first out of the courtroom's the defendant right here. Step on in here. So he gets half, you have to pay half.
That's fine.
Yeah.
He doesn't deserve either half after what he's done and put me through, but it is what it is.
You accept 50% of the blame?
Absolutely.
And so then he gets half.
Yep.
This fatal attraction relationship here, is there still anything left to it?
No, it's
All
over.
right. Well, that's the twins' dad.
Yeah.
So there has to be some co-parenting done. Can you get that done?
I'm trying the best that I can if he would take his visitation, but he won't, to be vindictive towards me.
All right, around the corner. Documents waiting for you there. All right, so step in. You're still looking at your phone here as you come out.
Yeah, well-
Don't look at that now. Just talk to us and tell me how you feel about it.
I'm a little upset.
What you came out with.
I never agreed to pay for half the ring. She agreed to pay for it all when she threw it. So, I mean, it was her drunken rage. She didn't throw the ring to me. You know, there was no way I could have caught it. If I would have dove for it, I would have went over the balcony as well.
All right. The visitation and the co-parenting.
She's mad because I was suing her, so she wouldn't let me see my kids for their birthday. She didn't want to let me have them the last weekend. And then when I asked this past weekend to have them, she said, no, absolutely not.
I mean, but there's a long life, long future here that you have to.
Oh, yeah, we have to be together for the rest of our lives, you know. And as far as I'm concerned, it's done. You know, she's the one, you know, she sent me this text message last night saying she still cares, and she's just so confused, you know. So now she's changing her story again.
Harvey?
And shortly after she went missing. The fact that plaintiff is the only suspect in her disappearance and hasn't been arrested is sheer dumb luck. Because what? Allegedly. This was really a tough watch, and it's honestly really sad that the father was complaining about not seeing his children for 3 weeks, but now the children had to grow up without a mother. But I'm curious to know your thoughts on this case. Let me know in the comments down below.